Hello everybody, welcome back to On the Bright Side. My name is Daniel and I'm watching FRIEREN. Last time on FRIEREN, we can't seem to escape corrupt priests, and we ended up with a new party member in Sein, who's a real man's man, a real dude. It's actually interesting because he is an older character and he wanted to be an adventurer when he was younger. So now he's living out his dream, at least partially, to find his friend who went on an adventure and never came back. So we'll see how long he sticks with us, but I like him so far. But who knows where our journey will take us next? If you want to find out with me, then you should do yourself a favor by subscribing and hitting the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single FRIEREN reaction going forward. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, go. Here we are, walking through the street. Yeah, of course that's his shopping. Wow, that's exactly what they said to you, huh? So you've been to this town before. Yeah, memories of shopping? Clock tower. It's a metaphor. Time is ticking. We're running out of time. Someone's gonna die soon. I don't know. Privilege of the young. Is Sein and FRIEREN gonna be a boomer? Oh god. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Marital troubles. You can be pretty blunt. Right? Uh-oh. And after it was... Damn. I mean... untrue. Oh my god! Yeah, you should probably talk in a way that's not abrasive. Yeah, she got you a bracelet, so you probably should have gotten her something. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's got a butterfly. Yeah, would you like it? Sorry. You didn't talk to him. Yeah. She kinda has grown up around some weird people. Yeah, he also didn't. He almost didn't, and he didn't expect a present either. Yeah. You're both just kids. That's good advice. Goddamn, Sein. Already really liking you. It's okay. I have healing magic, and I had to use it. That was a hard kick. 5 fractures in my shins. Can you believe it? Oh god. He's bracing himself. Just say sorry. Yeah. Yeah. You guys have only been traveling together for... It's been a bit, but... There needs to be better communication, for sure. It's hard when you're young. FRIEREN! How did you get up here? I suppose that's true. Yes. Haven't you noticed Fern is the mom? Oh yeah, we should probably tell you. Oh, well, that's some big shoes I have to fill. Just like you. Yeah. Everyone has their vices. That's how it's like looking up to people who are older than you. He did mellow out as an old man. What if I kept saying, fake it until you make it, though? Oh my god. It's just like Craft.
じゃあこっちでは私が褒めるよ。
It's very similar to Craft. He's saying that. Head pats. Pff, nuclear head pats.
何の真似だフリーレン。
ザインはちゃんと大人やれていると思うよ。
Yeah, you're doing pretty good.
これがお姉さんからだったら最高だったんだけどな。
私ほどのお姉さんはなかなかいないよ。
It's not the same. I'm glad that Fern and Stark worked it out. They have matching bracelets now.
ブレスレット新しく買ったの？可愛い衣装だね。私同じデザインの指輪持ってるよ。
Oh yeah, the ring.
ヒンメルにもらったんだ。
The ring.
あれ？
She fucking Did you lose it? Or it's just like God. Okay. Yeah, all of a sudden the ring. God. Damn it. No, the horse.
馬車くらいなら浮かしたりできんだろ。
空飛ぶ馬車って見たことない。
今乗ってるよ。
まだ40年も経っていない。
A lot of teeth in that thing.
魔族と魔物の独壇場だったんだ。
俺にもわかるように話してくれ。
No fly.
原理がわか
Fly
らない。
hard.
人より大きなものはわずかな時間しか飛ばせない。
I have been kind of wondering
私は
about that.
シュトルクは飛び降りて。
You'll live.
戦士ならこのくらいの高さで死なないでしょ。
I've seen you fall from pretty high, my guy.
アイゼンは自由落下程度ならどんな高さでも無傷だったよ。
Well, Ison also. Holy shit, my guy. I mean, Ison is a dwarf, yes.
私たちはごちゃ混ぜのミンチになっちゃうから。
なんか
Awesome.
狩りをするタイプの魔物だぜ。
Uh-oh. We're speeding up. Alright. Do some cool shit, FRIEREN. Oh, okay. So now what? And they tied. They lived. This horse is just like, I've seen some shit. Well, I guess we're camping.
しばらくは馬車の修理だな。
You know what that means? Montage time!
どこ行っちゃったんだ。
Where's the ring?
そういやフェロン、そのブレスレットって。
Yeah.
はい。シュタルク様からの誕生日プレゼントです。
選ぶのに3時間も。
I spent 3 hours.
結局した。
Took
大変だったなシュタルク。一番苦労するパターンだ。
Damn. Look at her in the back, just like, I'm sorry, what are you saying about her?
顔色伺いながらの3時間。
She has no reactions.
全部聞こえてる。
気に入ってもらえたからよかったよ。
お前はもっと下手。
And I love the parallel between him giving that
衣装は鏡レンゲ。花言葉は苦音の愛情だ。
eternal love.
この地方じゃあれは恋人に贈るものだぜ。
シュタルク様。
I was gonna say the parallel of him giving her that,
そうです
or
よ。
Himmel giving FRIEREN that, and then being him idolizing
なんでもないです。
Himmel and her idolizing FRIEREN a little bit. Well, I guess now we're fated to marry.
なんでもねえよ。
Now it's montage time. Yummy. Delicious pork. Don't show me the bones. Why be morbid? Oh my god. What, are you just used to this, Fern? Fixed.
毎晩抜け出していますよね。
Hey, what are you doing?
何を
Oh, she's looking for the ring. Duh.
ヒンメルからもらった指輪。手伝います。
She's received a gift. It's a similar gift. She knows how important it is.
には慣れている。
What? No, there's no metal detection spell?
あれだけじゃないしね。花言葉は苦音の愛情だそうです。そう。知らなかった。
How much do you want to bet? Yeah, Himmel didn't know about it. Either he was clueless or he absolutely knew. What did I say? Metal detection spell. I guess lost item detection spell. That's kind of cool. There she goes. I must go. My planet needs me. Dowsing spell. God. The hair animation.
魔法店の方が嬉しいんだけど。 じゃあこれでいいよ。
早いな。真面目に選びなさい。
Please.
お、いや。
Oh, he knew. God, the hair! The, like, almost 3D look of that makes me reminded of some animators. Oh, don't propose. Okay. So, he 100% was just like, oh yeah, I know what this means. She won't know. You got new perspective on this now?
諦めなくてよかったですね。フリーレン様。そうかもね。ところでなんでフェルンが鏡レンゲのブレスレットしてるの？
Because Stark is... Yeah.
ひどい。
Where's the lie? Now, the perv thing might be a lie, but kind of a dumbass, Stark. Sorry to say. Alright, that was an episode of FRIEREN. That was an interesting episode. Love is in the air. I think it was the past 4 episodes have been a tumultuous time for me, because I think it was 4 episodes ago I was all like, I don't ship Stark and Fern. I hope they stay platonic the entire show. But just because I'm like, that would be a challenge. I think I said, like, I wouldn't mind if they did get together. It would make sense. But then the very next episode, it was Fern wanting to buy Stark a birthday present. And I'm like, okay, they're kind of cute. I kind of like it, actually. And now at this point, I'm all like, God, just get married already. So, wow. FRIEREN, good job. Good job, show. I mean, when you think about the logistics of it, it's just kind of the natural outcome of having a boy and a girl, like, so close together so often that they'll probably develop feelings for each other. So now I'm pretty much on board the train of I hope they do get together at some point. This show's gonna take years. The relationship between them is probably going to slowly evolve over the course of many, many years. Is Fern 1 year older than Stark? Because Stark turned 18. So either Fern just turned 18 or Fern is like... Well, I'm trying to think, because I know we confirmed her age when she was 16, but then I felt like at least a year had passed. There was also, speaking of love, Himmel and FRIEREN had some focus with the ring, the lotus ring, which, you know, apparently the bracelet is the same design. It means eternal love, which, you know, Stark did not know, because of course he didn't. But, oh, Himmel knew. I think everyone could have guessed that Himmel had very special feelings for FRIEREN. This is the first episode to pretty much just flat out say it, that Himmel was in love with FRIEREN, but he took a critical hit from her seduction technique, which was, you know, just so childish that only someone in love with her would have been like, oh, like he was. And he always just gave her special treatment and tried to help her out as much as possible. I mean, FRIEREN has talked about how elves don't really have strong romantic or sexual feelings. It's just kind of in their biology. I don't know if she's gonna start feeling any sort of way about it, but if I were her, then I would probably be feeling, like, more regretful. You know, I would be feeling like I had that really important relationship in my life, and now it was way more important than I thought it was, and the more she reminisces about it, the more painful it might get. I mean, Himmel all but proposed to her. God damn it, FRIEREN could have married him. Then when he died, you would have had some real emotional damage. Sein kind of talked about how she's kind of acted as a mom, but, like, if she had married Himmel, had actual kids, we can see from this how effective of a mother she would be. Not. Although I do feel like her and Himmel together would have probably made some pretty great parents. But speaking of parent, we have a dad with us now. We have Sein, who's actually giving, like, very good advice. That advice of, people won't know how you feel unless you talk about it. Fern struggles a lot with. She's been with people like Heiter, who is very empathetic and can probably guess how you're feeling, and Fern, who just you don't have to worry about her guessing what you're feeling because she'll never do it. Although she's getting better. She is getting better. Don't want to discount that. She's not used to interacting with someone like Stark who's like on her level of maturity. So, I mean, Fern acts more mature. That's just kind of, I feel like, how girls are at that age. They kind of act more mature, but they don't actually have their whole lives together. But I'm glad that they're getting better at communication. Healthy relationships are built off communication. You have to tell the people who you care about how you feel about things. In relationships that I've been in, I've noticed that like it's a pretty common thing for me and my partners to be like, if we have a disagreement about something, then it might like take a day and then we'll come back to it and we'll be like, okay, so this is how we're feeling about this kind of thing. It's a very important part of having relationships, is that you actually have to talk about the things that make you feel like an unbalanced, it's an unbalanced situation. So I don't know. Sein's my guy. I like him so far. Move over, Stark. I have a new guy. No, I love every character. I really do. It would, if you were to ask me who my favorite is, that'd be very hard for me to answer. Sein is making a very strong first impression. I think he's the quickest I've warmed up to a character amongst this group. We had that thing with FRIEREN saying like Sein is a proper adult because he has his vices, but he's pretending to have his shit together. Honestly, I don't know. I'm turning 24 this year, so I'm closer to the age that Sein is probably. It does just seem like a lot of being an adult, at least in a traditional sense, is just kind of pretending you have your shit together. You don't. That's the real key, is you don't. And I want society to move in the direction of like being like, that's an okay thing. You don't have to have your shit together. Anyway, I can't, that scene where Himmel just got down on his knee. Let me put the ring on you. My God, what a man. The perfect man. Depending on who you ask. He is a little self-absorbed, but even for like his vanity, which is probably his biggest, yeah, if we're talking about vices, each one of these characters has flaws, and that is very good. We love characters with flaws. But even that flaw, he's all like, I just want to make sure that there are good statues of me so that you all can remember me when I'm gone. Mainly you, FRIEREN. We saw Stark looking at the statue of him in this episode. And this is an interesting thing as well. I pointed out how there are parallels between their journey. Although, this is kind of obvious that they're going to a lot of the same places that FRIEREN had already went to. So of course there are going to be natural narrative parallels, but what I mean is like character parallels. We don't really have any Himmel apprentice. But we have Stark, who always looked up to Himmel. Now, he was Eisen's apprentice, so he's kind of a combination of the two characters, which makes him really interesting. Because he's trying to be a hero, but he's more warrior-esque now. So he really parallels both characters and how they kind of clash. The idea of Eisen and the idea of Himmel. I feel like Stark, a lot of his journey is about accepting himself. He's not where he wants to be in any direction. He's not the warrior he wants to be. He's not the hero he wants to be. I feel like his journey is going to be about realizing that he doesn't need to be either Eisen or Himmel. He has to be Stark. And Fern is heavily influenced by Heiter and FRIEREN. You know, really being taught magic by FRIEREN has defined a lot of who she is and what she does, and having to make up for FRIEREN's deficiencies. But she also tries to live up to the you know, good principles that she was taught by Haiter. However, I think her story is really about how she puts a lot of pressure on herself. Well, I guess that's similar to Stark. Being in the presence of these like great heroes has really made them put a lot of pressure on themselves. I feel like Fern doesn't really want to accept that she has the weaknesses that she does have. She needs to accept at least that Haiter also had weaknesses. He, you know, was a drunkard, which she, you know, she's been indoctrinated to think that that's not that bad of a thing. But she's pretty quick to judge anyone based on these things. I don't know. I would say that she needs to get more accepting. And in getting more accepting of other people, she will accept parts of herself. I don't know. Is that a pretty good analysis of those two characters? In any case, I love how every single one of these characters is, like, affected by the previous heroes. Their lives are pretty much defined by their relationships with those heroes, whether they knew them personally or didn't. And also defined by the people that they've lost. Which is why we're going to heaven. And this discussion is going on long, so I'm going to cut it short here, but I'd love to continue discussing these characters in the comments. If you like my reaction and my discussion of this episode, then you can let me know by leaving a like, and you can subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single FRIEREN reaction going forward. Anyway, I hope that I can make your day better, and I hope that you continue to have good days. Till next time, take it easy, everyone.